Ever felt like your life just hit rock bottom? Like everything's spiraling out of control, and you just want to scream? Enough is enough. That's where our journey begins today. We're diving into the roller coaster ride of self-improvement, a journey that's far from straightforward but incredibly rewarding. So buckle up and let's get into it. Stage 1. FTD. Fuck this event. Picture this. You just faced a massive setback. Maybe you lost your job, ended a relationship, or hit a personal low that made you want to throw in the towel. This is your fuck this event moment. It's the catalyst, the spark that ignites the desire for change. Remember that time when everything seemed to go wrong? You felt defeated, frustrated, and hopeless. But guess what? This very moment can be the strongest motivator for positive change. It's the push you need to turn your life around. It's your rock bottom that makes you want to climb up and out. Think about the stories of successful people. How many times have you heard about someone hitting rock bottom before rising to greatness? J.K. Rowling was a struggling single mother before she became one of the world's best-selling authors. Steve Jobs was fired from his own company before he revolutionized multiple industries. Your FTE is your starting point, the moment when you decide enough is enough and you're ready to make a change. Stage 2. Information overload. After the storm, you dive headfirst into self-improvement content. Books, podcasts, videos. You consume it all. You're on a mission to fix everything. But soon, the sheer volume of advice becomes overwhelming. You feel like you're drowning in a sea of information, not knowing where to start or what to implement. Sound familiar? This stage is frustrating, but it's a necessary part of the journey. It's like being a kid in a candy store. There's so much to choose from, but you can't have it all. The trick is to sample a little bit, see what works for you, and gradually build from there. Visualize trying to learn cooking by reading every recipe ever written. At first, it's exciting, so many possibilities. But soon, you're overwhelmed by different techniques, ingredients, and cuisines. You can't possibly try everything at once. Self-improvement works the same way. You need to start with a few key principles and slowly integrate them into your life. Stage 3. The honeymoon phase. Next, you find your groove. You start implementing small changes, building new habits, and you're on cloud 9. Every day feels like a win. You wake up early, hit the gym, eat healthy, and meditate. You're in the honeymoon phase where self-improvement feels amazing and you're proud of your progress. This phase is golden. You see tangible results and feel like you're on top of the world. Self-improvement becomes a part of your identity, and you start to believe that this time, it's different. You've got it all figured out. Remember the last time you started something new and felt that initial surge of excitement? Maybe it was a new workout routine, a diet, or a hobby. Everything feels fresh and promising. During the honeymoon phase, your motivation is at its peak. You're seeing results, and that fuels your desire to keep going. It's like falling in love. You're enamored with the idea of a better you. Stage 4. The rut. But then, the inevitable happens. The motivation fades. The habits you were so proud of start slipping away, and you fall back into old patterns. You're in a rut, and it feels like you're back at square one. The excitement is gone, and you start questioning whether all this self-improvement stuff is even worth it. This stage can be disheartening. It's like running into a brick wall, but it's important to remember that this is a normal part of the journey. Everyone hits a rut. It's how you respond that makes the difference. When you think about any long-term relationship or commitment, the honeymoon phase doesn't last forever. Eventually, reality sets in, and you have to work through challenges and setbacks. The same goes for self-improvement. The initial excitement wears off, and you're left with the hard work of maintaining those changes. It's easy to fall back into old habits because they're comfortable and familiar. But here's the thing. Hitting a rut doesn't mean failure. It's a signal that you need to adjust, refocus, and find new ways to stay motivated. Maybe you need to tweak your routine, find a new source of inspiration, or seek support from others. The rut is a test of your resilience and commitment to growth. Stage 5. Acceptance and integration. Finally, you reach a point of acceptance. You realize that self-improvement isn't a linear path. There are ups and downs, successes, and setbacks. You start to integrate the lessons you've learned into your life in a sustainable way. You accept that self-improvement is a lifelong process, not a quick fix. You focus on long-term goals and use the tools you've gathered strategically. You learn to be patient with yourself, to celebrate the small wins, and to keep pushing forward, even when it gets tough. When you take a seasoned athlete or a skilled musician, they didn't reach their level of expertise overnight. It took years of practice, setbacks, and adjustments. They've learned to accept the ups and downs and to keep going despite challenges. In self-improvement, the same principle applies. You integrate what you've learned into your daily life, understanding that growth is ongoing. Acceptance and integration mean you're not chasing perfection anymore. You understand that progress comes in waves, and that's okay. You've built a foundation of habits and mindsets that support your growth. Even when things get tough, you're not just doing self-improvement, you're living it. The journey continues. So, what's the takeaway here? Self-improvement is a cyclical journey. It's not about reaching a destination, but about continuous growth. You'll have moments of doubt, you'll hit ruts, but every setback is an opportunity to learn and grow. Use self-improvement as a tool, not an obsession. Don't get bogged down by the idea of perfection. Embrace the journey with all its highs and lows. Remember, every stage has its purpose. Your fuck this event is the push you need to start. Information overload teaches you to filter and focus. The honeymoon phase builds confidence. The rut humbles you and reminds you of your resilience. And acceptance and integration bring lasting change. So next time you feel like you're back at square one, remember, it's just another loop in the journey. Keep learning, keep growing, and most importantly, keep going. Your future self will thank you.